Hi, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about chakras, and I'm basically giving you only the foundational information that you need to know, and this video is very beginner friendly. I'm only giving you the basics, so if you want to hear a little bit more, learn a little bit more, stay tuned and let's check out the rest of the video. Hi again there guys, welcome back to my channel again. My name is Greta from Greta.com for those of you who don't know me. On this channel I basically talk about spirituality, law of attraction, personal growth, holistic living, and so much more. So as already mentioned, today we're talking about chakras, and this is going to be literally the ultimate beginner friendly guide for chakras. I noticed that there are a lot of people who know what chakras are more or less, but they lack the foundational information and they don't really understand how chakras work. Or sometimes I meet people who want to learn more, but they have no idea what chakras are and they feel a little bit confused. So in this video, I will not be giving you a lot of specific information on each chakra. I'm going to be talking about chakras in general, and how they work, and then I'm going to give you kind of short descriptions of each chakra. And today specifically we are talking about the 7 chakra system, just so you know, and if you know what that means. But yeah, this is only the basic, this is very beginner friendly. So without further ado, let's start off with what the hell chakras actually are. So just the way you have your physical body, you do have your emotional, your mental, and your spiritual bodies. And they're all interconnected, and they can all influence one another. So if there's something wrong within your, let's say, spiritual body or your emotional body, it can affect your physical body. For example, the most generic and easy example that I can give you is when you feel fearful. You feel like you're anxious, maybe you're not confident enough, maybe you're about to give a presentation and you're just, it's not the exciting feeling that you get, but this nervous, anxious, fearful feeling that you get, and you instantly can feel it in your stomach. You may feel a little bit nauseous and just the jiggly feeling that you get within your stomach. I know that we all know that feeling. So this is how your emotions and your emotional body can affect your physical body.
I have enough problems right now.
Chakras are basically energy points, energy centers, energy vortexes within your body, or sometimes outside of your body, that literally represent the health of your spiritual, your mental, your emotional, and physical bodies. In Sanskrit, chakra literally means wheel or disc, and that is why we kind of see them as these like spinning vortexes within our bodies. And it does come, the first written mention of chakras, it does come from India, but it's believed that it's based on the kind of ancient oral traditions of the Aryan culture. But honestly, a lot of other cultures talk about energy points within our bodies. There are a lot of different theories, speculations, and beliefs, and that is what is so exciting, and that is what makes chakras so exciting, because you can see it throughout, like you can see it repeating itself throughout cultures, throughout beliefs, throughout systems, throughout religions. So it's something, I guess, that is pretty fascinating. Now, a question you may have if you're just beginning to kind of dip your toes into the waters of chakras, yeah. You may ask yourself, can we see chakras? And the answer is that technically we cannot, unless you are spiritually gifted and you have basically developed your spiritual gifts. If you're a medium, if you can see auras, basically if you have those spiritual gifts and you have developed them, you can most definitely see chakras visually, but not all of us, unfortunately. The good thing is that we can actually sense and feel chakras. Of course, it takes some training, it takes tuning in, and you may not feel them right away. However, you can most definitely feel your own chakras and the health of each chakra, and you can most definitely feel other people's chakras and how healthy they are as well.
I look at her body and I just see the chakras and the things I could do to her.
You're so weird.
So I do want to talk a little bit about how chakras actually work. Now, the truth is we have thousands and thousands of chakras within our bodies and outside of our bodies, and it really depends on what type of chakra system you resonate with, what system you choose to work with. Some people work with the 22 chakra system, some people prefer the 12 or 10 chakra system, but for this video specifically, we're going to use the 7 chakra system, which is the most popular one, if you will, and the most Western-like. It's not really Western-like, but it's literally the most popular chakra system that we use nowadays, and we have books about this particular system. We have lots of information, so I'm just gonna stick to this system. Now, your chakras are located across the column of your spine. So the first chakra, it is located at the base of your spine, and the last chakra ends, it doesn't end, but it's located on top of your head. Some people say that it's actually kind of floating above your head. Some people say that they can feel it connected to their head. To me personally, I do feel it above my head and it's kind of connected to my head, and I can sense the chakra kind of like a little crown above my head. So it really depends. There's no right or wrong. It's gonna depend from person to person, so you just have to feel it for yourself. So as already mentioned, chakras are basically energy centers or vortexes, and as they travel across your spine, they basically create this upward and downward current of energy, if that makes sense. So if one of the chakras is blocked or is unbalanced, it's underactive or overactive, it's gonna create some problems to that flow. The energy is not gonna flow freely. Imagine if you have, let's say, a highway and there has been some big or minor accident. It's gonna cause a traffic jam, and people in those cars are gonna become frustrated, anxious, they're gonna feel a lot of, let's say, negative emotions, so to speak. So this is exactly what happens within your chakra system. If one of the chakras is blocked, there's a little bit of a traffic there, the energy is not gonna be flowing as freely as it should, and it's gonna cause some let's say, issues within your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, your spiritual body. It can manifest in many, many different ways.
Okay, that's not good.
By the way, as already mentioned, chakras can be overactive and underactive. So it's not like you can just go, oh, my chakra is blocked, but it can actually be overactive as well. So sometimes you may have completely different symptoms that are coming from the same chakra, that are manifesting within the same chakras, but they can be totally like polar opposites. For example, let's take Heart Chakra, for example. I think it's going to be the easiest example to grasp. So if your Heart Chakra is underactive, it's blocked, you're gonna be egotistical, selfish, you're gonna struggle with empathizing with other people and just spreading, the love. If it's overactive, you are gonna struggle with loving yourself and putting yourself first. You're always gonna try to, I don't wanna say please other people, but you're gonna have a hard time with when it comes to saying no, and you're just gonna put others before yourself. before yourself. Yeah, before yourself. So that is an example I can give you when it comes to the underactive and overactive chakras. The next important thing is that each chakra, and you have to remember this, each chakra relates to different areas of your life, and they relate to different organs and different glands within our system. Now, a lot of people seem to have this idea that the higher the chakra, the better the chakra, the more valuable the chakra, the more prestige it has in some kind of a way, but it's actually not true. Every single chakra is just as important as the rest of them. The three most physical chakras, which is the Root Chakra, the Sacral Chakra, and the Solar Plexus Chakra, which are located in the lower part of your body, they are the most physical chakras within the chakra system. However, if you neglect these chakras and you only focus on the upper chakras, it's not going to work, because as already mentioned, the energy has to flow freely. What was that? The energy has to flow freely, and also without a good foundation, there's not going to be much to work with. It's just like a house. You have to have a good foundation in order to build on it. And if you need a little bit more motivation to actually work on your lower chakras, you have to know that your manifesting abilities also can be influenced by the imbalance that you have in your lower chakras, because the lower the chakra, the more physical it gets, as already mentioned. So basically, the idea starts at the Crown Chakra and it goes all the way to the Root Chakra, and it's basically the way you're able to manifest things into fruition and into reality. So an idea is not going to become something tangible and something physical in your physical reality if you don't have your lower chakras balanced. Does that make sense? I really hope it does.
I don't understand anything.
So just remember, the higher the chakra, the more spiritual we get, and the lower the chakra, the more physical and more material we get. Now, another thing that I want to mention before I forget, because I'm not sure if I actually mentioned, each chakra corresponds to different color. So each chakra is going to have its own kind of active color, and you can actually balance it out with wearing a specific color or eating foods that have that specific color, but that's for later videos. We're gonna get into that. So just remember that chakras correspond to different colors, different areas of your life, different organs, different glands. We're gonna get into all of the nitty-gritty stuff in my later videos where I'm gonna explore each chakra individually, but this is what you need to know for now. And something that I also wanna mention, which is actually very important, is the fact that your chakras can get influenced by other people as well and other people's chakras. So depending on how balanced or imbalanced other people's chakras are, they can actually affect the well-being of your own chakras. And especially it is true to the Root Chakra, the very first chakra. This is where your kind of feelings of safety reside. This is the chakra that relates to survival. So if a person that you're with is struggling with those things, they may kind of siphon off the energy of your Root Chakra. So that is something that you need to remember. Be careful with who you hang out with, because it can affect your chakras as well. It's actually true just in general in life. Be careful who you hang out with. But just as a thought, I'm putting it out there that your chakras will get affected as well.
Go away!
So I hope that you have a clearer picture of what chakras are and how they work. I really, really hope that you do, but I do want to talk about the 7 chakra system a little bit more and kind of give you more information about each chakra specifically, just because I want you to understand how this lower versus upper chakras thing works and how they address different areas and different parts of your body. I'm not going to give you a lot of information, just enough for you to kind of have an idea. So let's start with the root chakra, and I do have some notes here, so don't mind me looking at my computer. Let's start with the root chakra. The root chakra in Sanskrit, it's called Muladhara, and I'm very, very sorry about botching all of these Sanskrit words. I'm very sorry about that, but its meaning is root support. The color is red. The location is the very base of your spine. The element is earth because it's a very dense earth-related chakra, and the sense is smell. Glands are adrenals. Now, your root chakra is all about the survival and the feeling of safety. If you don't have your basic needs met, you're probably gonna have some issues within your root chakra, and the same thing goes kind of in a vice versa way. If there are some blockages within your spiritual body, you're gonna manifest them into your reality, and you're gonna have trouble with your financial situation. You're gonna experience trouble with money, earning money, and keeping that financial flow healthy. Now, as this chakra is the most physical chakra, it directly relates to Mother Gaia, to Earth. So this is a very grounding energy, and I do apologize if you guys heard those cars beeping. But yeah, it's a very grounding energy, and if it's imbalanced, as already mentioned, you can experience money problems, you may experience various eating disorders, overindulgence or underindulgence in other words. And if it's a balanced chakra, if it's healthy, then you're gonna have a healthy flow of energy when it comes to your finances. You're gonna be able to manifest things quite effortlessly. Of course, it depends on how healthy your upper chakras are, but this is kind of the last point of your idea manifesting into something tangible, something concrete through action. Now, the second chakra is the Sacral Chakra, which is called Svadhisthana in Sanskrit. Sorry about that. Its meaning is sweetness. The color is orange, so we're getting a little bit lighter in color. The location is lower abdomen, your genitals. I do feel it kind of in my lower abdomen, below my navel. It's gonna depend from person to person, but basically it's in your womb, your genital lower abdomen area. The element is water, sense is taste, and the glands are ovaries and testicles. Now, your sacral chakra is the center of your creative and sexual freedom. It relates to our emotions and our relationships with others. If you have an imbalanced sacral chakra, you're gonna have some issues with expressing your sensuality freely, and you do not have to be sexually active to have a balanced sacral chakra. It just basically talks about your views when it comes to your body. If you feel ashamed of your body in any way, you're gonna have imbalance in your sacral chakra. You're gonna have issues with your reproductive system, and just basically with letting your creativity flow. A balanced chakra means that you have a sense of respect for yourself, you feel proud of your body, and you let your creative energies flow freely. Now, the third chakra is called the solar plexus chakra, and it's called Manipura as well in Sanskrit. It means lustrous gem. The color is yellow. Location is above navel in your solar plexus area. So for me, it's kind of like in the stomach area. It's going to depend again from person to person, but it's literally above navel. Element is fire, sense is sight, and the glands are pancreas and adrenals. Now, your solar plexus chakra is kind of the center of power and confidence. It is the center of your self-esteem. So if the solar plexus chakra is not balanced, you're gonna have issues with your self-esteem. You're gonna have issues with making decisions. You're not gonna have a clear grasp on what you should do.
I mean, it's all too much.
You're gonna keep asking people to kind of give their input, but not in a healthy way. Of course, it's always nice to ask for other people's opinions. I do that all the time, but when it becomes this kind of vicious circle, when you cannot make a decision on your own, that probably means that your solar plexus chakra is a little bit imbalanced. Your digestive system is gonna suffer as well. So usually physically this imbalance manifests into acid reflux, bloating, various digestive system, stomach issues, all that. Also, I want to quickly mention that this is the center of your belief and determination. So if it's imbalanced, you're gonna have a hard time believing in yourself, making those decisions for yourself, and kind of forging, like making yourself go for that one thing that you really, really want. Now, the fourth chakra is your heart chakra, and it's called Anahata. It means unstruck. The color is green. Some people also see it or imagine it as pink, but it's also the color of your upper chakra, upper heart chakra, but we're not gonna be talking about that. Forget about upper heart chakra. The location is literally your heart center. The element is air, sense is touch, and glands are thymus. Now, the heart chakra, I think it's like the easiest chakra to understand. This is literally the center of your love for others and the center of your self-love, love for yourself. If this chakra is not balanced, you're gonna either be very egotistical and kind of not care about other people's needs, or it can go other way where you actually put other people's needs before your own, and your own kind of self-image and your sense of self-love suffers. Now, when you have a balanced heart chakra, you have a very healthy flow of giving and receiving, basically. And there's nothing wrong with receiving. A lot of people feel kind of too humble to keep that flow, let's say, but you do have to have both giving and receiving in your life to have a healthy heart chakra. Now, the fifth chakra is the throat chakra, and it's called the Vishuddha. Again, I'm so sorry. It means purification. The color is bright blue. The location is obviously throat. Element is sound, sense is hearing, and the glands are thyroid and parathyroid. Now, the throat chakra is literally about your communication with others and freedom of expression. So usually writers, actors, musicians, artists, public speakers, they're gonna have a very active throat chakra, and if it is imbalanced, you're gonna have difficulty with expressing your truth, expressing your own beliefs, expressing yourself in any way. You're gonna have trouble with maybe lying as well, and manipulation. And if this energy center is balanced, then you feel free to express yourself, free to express your own truths, your own beliefs. You don't feel afraid to be judged, and people hear you, basically. You use your voice, you use your artistic abilities, and people hear you, people receive the information that you present, and you feel good about it, basically. Also, something that I forgot to mention is your throat chakra relates to your ability to be at ease in social situations, especially when you're meeting new people. So usually if you have a very blocked throat chakra, you're gonna have social anxiety. Now, your sixth chakra is called the Third Eye Chakra, which is also called Anya, I believe, in Sanskrit. Its meaning is to perceive and to command. Color is indigo. Location is the center of the head between eyebrows. So for me, it's literally here. The element is light and sense. Sometimes it is said to be the mind, but some people say that there's no sense to the third eye chakra. The glands are pineal. Oh my God. Now the third chakra the third eye chakra is fascinating because it's literally related to your psychic abilities, to your imagination, your intuition, the ability to visualize things, to feel things. And if this chakra is blocked, if it's overactive, if it's basically not balanced, you're gonna experience problems with kind of going with your gut instinct. You're not gonna have a very good intuition. You're gonna have trouble with discerning truth from lies. You're gonna have trouble with visualizing what you actually want and visualizing your future. You're not gonna have a good sense of your own future. You may suffer from nightmares as well. This has happened to me in the past, and this signifies an overactive third eye chakra when you go through these cycles of nightmares every single night. So that is one of the symptoms as well. And if you do have a balanced third eye chakra, you're gonna have basically good intuition. You're gonna be able to see under the veil, so to speak. You're gonna be able to develop your psychic abilities, your intuition. You're gonna feel connected to your dreams and all of that. And now the last chakra is your crown chakra, which is also called Sahasrara, which means thousandfold, and the color is white. Also, people sometimes say that it's violet. The location is top of the head, so as already mentioned, some people sense it kind of not connected to your like physical head. To me, I can actually feel it kind of connected and just like literally like dancing very top of my head. The element is thought, and there's no sense to this chakra. The glands are pituitary. Now, this chakra is the most spiritual chakra, let's say. This is the last of the 7 chakras. This is our connection to higher dimensions. This is our connection to higher knowledge. And if this chakra is imbalanced, you may have a very narrow mind, and you may actually obsess over knowledge. You may be too material and only focusing on the physical stuff.
Attachment to the material is detachment from the spiritual.
And kind of not acknowledge the spiritual side of life. And actually, if it's overactive, you can be way too spiritual, too religious, to the point where you ignore our physical existence. And this is something that a lot of self-proclaimed gurus suffer from as well. It's just basically being obsessed with this knowledge coming from spirituality, religion, and just literally negating everything that is physical. And obviously, a healthy crown chakra is when we are open to new ideas, we're open to our spiritual side without negating our without negating our physical world, and we're able to kind of find new ideas, channel new ideas from the divine, let's say, and bring them downward. Now, it is very difficult to have like super well balanced crown chakra if all the lower chakras are kind of imbalanced. So usually they say that for your crown chakra to be completely balanced, you have to balance your other 6 chakras first, and then once you balance the last chakra, you're going to reach nirvana. So that is it, you guys. I think this is going to be a very long video. I was really trying to make it as short and sweet and simple, but I think it's going to be a long one. I really suffer with making these videos very short, but I do hope that you're gonna find a lot of new knowledge and information in this video. And I do hope that for those of you who are very new to chakras, or for those of you who didn't have that foundational knowledge, this video was very useful. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a lovely week or a lovely weekend, and yeah, stay safe, stay happy, stay lovely, stay fabulous, and I'll see you in my next video.